All right, today I want to talk about something that most business owners get completely backwards. And I couldn't think of a better lens to look at it through than a trip that I just got back from. This is Necker Island, Sir Richard Branson's private resort in the British Virgin Islands. And if you want to stay here, it'll run you somewhere around $160,000 a night. Yes, you heard that correctly. Now, I've been to many places, I've seen a ton of things, but nothing quite prepares you for waking up to this. Giant tortoises the size of coffee tables roaming the grounds, lemurs, flamingos in the shallows, kite surfing, world-class snorkeling, breathtaking villas that feel like someone built them specifically for you, and that crystal clear blue ocean water. It's beauty at its absolute greatest, and that's the best way I can put it. There's no filter that captures it. It's just one of those places that resets your baseline for what's possible. But what I want to talk about today has nothing to do with this incredible experience or the price tag. It has everything to do with why a price tag like this is even possible. Most entrepreneurs, when they think about growing their businesses, they think about one thing. How do I get more customers? More leads, more ads, more hustle, more work. And I get it. I've been in production for over a decade. I've watched hundreds of businesses operate, and the ones who stay stuck in that hamster wheel all have one thing in common. They're competing. They're looking sideways at their competitors, at their pricing, at what everyone else is doing, trying to win a race that was designed to keep them exhausted. Necker Island isn't playing that game. Branson didn't build this island by looking at what other luxury resorts were charging and undercutting them by 10%. He didn't survey the market and find a gap. He built something this freaking intentional that the market just became his. And that's what positioning is. Here's what I want you to understand. Premium pricing is never really about the thing that you're selling. It's never about the thread count of the sheets or the square footage of the villa. It's about certainty. When someone pays $160,000 a night for that island, they're not paying for a vacation. They're paying for the certainty that the experience will be everything that they expect. Certainty is the most valuable thing that you can sell. And you can't manufacture certainty through a better brochure or a slicker website. You build it through authority. Authority is the accumulated signal of everything that you've done, everything that you stand for, and everything people have experienced through working with you. Think of it as your body of work, the way that you show up consistently over time in public and online. It's what makes someone look at your price and know that it makes sense instead of flinching. I've worked with clients who are genuinely world-class at what they do. Deep expertise, real results, incredible track records, and they're charging a fraction of what they're worth. Not because they lack skill, but because no one can see their authority. It's locked up in their heads, or in private client relationships, or in word-of-mouth referrals that trickle in whenever we get lucky. Meanwhile, someone with half their skill set, but a clear, consistent, visible presence online is charging 3 times the rate and filling their calendar. Now, that's not fair, but it is fixable. Branson understood something early that most entrepreneurs never grasped. He understood that he was the brand, not Virgin Atlantic, not Virgin Records, him. His personality, his audacity, his willingness to be visible, to take risks publicly, to stand for something. The businesses became credible because he was credible. And people didn't just buy his products, they bought into his world. That's the shift that I want you to make. Stop thinking about your marketing as a way to explain what you do and start thinking about it as a way to demonstrate who you are. Because when people understand who you are and the way you think about your craft, they don't need to be sold. They self-select in. The right clients show up already convinced, already excited, already prepared to pay what you're worth. And the wrong clients, those guys who just want to haggle with you or don't value your expertise, who will constantly drain you, they'll quietly move on. So that's positioning, and positioning is visibility. Sitting here in the studio, I keep coming back to how much intention went into that place, Necker Island. Every detail, every decision, the animals, the water, the villa, the experiences, nothing accidental about any of it. Every single element was chosen with a standard in mind. Intention is what separates the brands people remember from the ones that they forget. And you don't need an island to do it, by the way. You need clarity. You need a point of view. And you need the courage to put it out into the world consistently, even when it feels uncomfortable, even when you think no one is watching, because someone always is. Now, I started the Apex Authority because I kept seeing the same pattern. Brilliant entrepreneurs, real expertise, transformational results, but invisible. Not by choice, but because no one had ever shown them how to translate what they know into content that actually signals authority. Content that builds trust before a conversation ever happens. Content that positions them so precisely that the right people feel like they found exactly what they were looking for. That's the work. Strategic visibility, intentional and consistent, built around who you actually are and what you actually stand for. $160,000 a night. Not because it's the most expensive island in the world, because it's totally unique. Build something that's totally unique, just like you.
I think I'm addicted to your hands on my hips. I think it's the first time that I know